Speaking of back in the day, quite often we go back in the day when we play games in the game club. Zach, explain that segue.
So, just like a book club, but with video games. Everyone throw our Patreons and some of us in the Hack the Dino team throw some games into our hat that we think that shaped us as individuals, that we would like others to experience. And we roll some dice, pick the game for the week, or in this case, the month.
No.
Was
No.
it? Did
We doubled up. Yeah, we played yours. And, well, some of us tried to play yours, but we couldn't get the emulator working.
It actually took me a bit, to be honest.
Yeah.
It was a bit of tricky.
It was a tricky one. But
I did try again,
did
and
get
I couldn't
working.
get the emulator working. So I'm just going to try and find the disc. And on a future show, when I eventually find the disc and play it, I will tell you.
Excellent. So hell yeah, City of Heroes, City of Villains. Yes, that's the one. But yeah, book club with video games. It's actually a very exciting way to experience new and interesting things.
I've
both
played
retro and new.
more games outside of my usual genre this year that we've been doing this than I ever have in my entire life.
Yeah.
Because I'm a very much a creature of habit.
It's a really good idea. And especially the Patreons getting involved. It's just more for people to experience.
So we had Tenchu 2. Do you want to give us a very, very quick recap of why you chose Tenchu 2?
Because ninjas are awesome.
Yep.
This we can all agree on.
Yep, ninjas are awesome.
Especially if they're turtles.
It's bonus points, but
I mean, it's cool.
Young people, shut up. Ninja Turtles are rad.
Then Tenchu was neat. So yeah, this game was like leaping across rooftops as ninja items, awesome pixelated like stealth kills.
Oh, sorry. You think that's pixelated? Oh, boy.
But yeah, and it had a really cool story to play through as well. Ricky Maru was like, I was obsessed with this character. I tried to dye my hair grey because of Ricky Maru, and it did not work.
Yeah,
weird
I did the same
quite dark
thing, and
hair.
I had disastrous results. Yeah.
But yeah, I spent a lot of time on Tenchu 1. So the Tenchu 1 and 2, which are on PS1, and Tenchu Wrath of Heaven, which was on PS2 and Xbox.
Cool. And then we played one of Floppy's games, which was this one here, Command and Conquer. I've never played Command and Conquer before.
Mate, I loved Command
So
and Conquer.
I played a version of it on the DOS box, which you can play. That's what it's a DOS box, right? That's what it's called. You look at me strange. Well, you don't like boxes?
Oh, dude, the campy voice, the campy actors who were doing the
FMV. Do
cutscenes.
you know what's even better about? I'm holding in my hands the Nintendo 64 version because I forgot that I had it. So I played it on the DOS box first. Went, oh yeah, and then went, hang on. And I checked my game library. Yeah, sure enough, I had Command & Conquer. I said, you know what? I'm going to sit down and play it on the 64 as well, which is what I did last night to see how it was different. The most glaring omission is no FMVs. Because do you know how much those things take up? And this
yeah,
is
that-
a little
that would
cart.
kill it.
It's the little cart that could. I will say, though, it may have been the computer that I played it on. Who knows? I actually thought the sound was a lot better on the 64. Just my personal opinion.
well, they didn't have to save all that video storage, so they
Yeah,
could expand
correct.
the sound.
So they could use the voice acting a lot more. But yeah, the acting
This looks
was
better than the Red Alert 2, which I played recently. This UI looks way better than what I was dealing with. Like that UI, that sidebar was literally dead bang in the middle of the screen, and I couldn't move it.
Anyway, my biggest gripe with this is that I couldn't really work out how to play.
Have you ever played a real-time strategy, Ben?
No.
Okay.
No, I've never. This is my very first one.
Oh, that's wild.
So that would have been pretty confronting for you. hadn't
Yeah. I spent a couple of hours just sort of walking around, dying, going back. I passed the first 2 or 3 missions somehow. Like I just walking around doing things, and all of a sudden I go, mission complete. Cool. Okay. I'm sure if I invested more time into working out how to actually play it, I'd have a good time. But I'm not a strategy type of person. I'm the type of person who just run and guns.
People use strategy and real-time strategy? I thought I was just mass an army and walking around the map.
Yeah, you just grab all of your units, and
Yep.
you drag them straight at
Yeah,
the back.
just
Well, see, I
press
was doing
murder.
that, but like they kept blowing up my trucks.
That'll do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
little
you gotta
guns.
have a hodgepodge of everything.
Oh, well, I didn't know how to make like men.
Well, Ben,
So
have I got some videos for you?
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it was interesting. I'm glad I actually gave it a go because I honestly probably wouldn't have played another an RTS or Command and Conquer had I not been ordered to by superior Hideo Kojima. Even though I own the cartridge, but I think I own the cartridge because I got it in a bundle and I went, well, I don't have that game, I'll keep it. Anyway, what did everyone else think of Command and Conquer? Brayden.
I have quite limited experience with RTSs, but in terms of playing them myself. But I think over the years I've watched a lot of streams of people playing like the Total War Warhammer RTS games.
Vintage.
My experience and knowledge of RTS games is enough that when I picked this up and started playing it, I was like, okay, I understand the language of this. Like, I understand dragging across units and everything. And, like, so that all came pretty quickly. And, like, the vibes of this are off the chart. Like, it's not... I wouldn't call it pretty, but, like...
It's pretty.
It's cool in terms of, like, its art style and what it's doing. And the sheer sense of scale and everything. I really enjoyed it.
I like the cries of agony when you kill someone. They're great.
God, mate. Hilarious.
It's good.
Like,
It's very campy as well. Like
It is.
the actual vibes, not in terms of just like art style and design, just like the vibes are very silly.
Hell
and
yeah.
enjoyable.
There was two like top tier personal units you can make. One was the commando, and the other one was a spy. And they had special abilities. The spy took over enemy structures, and the commando had essentially came in with just C4 and just blew shit up.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, when you play the spy, it just go for king and country.
Yep.
Yeah, one who was meant to be.
That's it.
It was Sean Connery.
Oh, really?
Yep. Every time you make a spy, it was Sean Connery.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he had a little pew pew little silenced pistol.
Cool.
And the commando was just female Rambo.
Female Rambo.
Yeah.
Gang up for that. Gang up?
But yeah,
Bang up.
the death, every time they die, yeah, I love Command and Conquer. Lots
Command
of
and
fun.
Conquer. All right, give us your thoughts, Zach. Command and Conquer.
Well, I've played more than one. I played this, I played Red Alert, I played Tiberian Sun, which is my favorite.
Now, Zach, would you agree with me that the best song ever is the Red Alert, like Hell March or whatever it is?
Yes!
It's the most badass bit of music ever. It's awesome.
It is. It's so... it's not quite up there with the Imperial March, but it holds its own.
Yeah. But, like, the fact that it's for an RTS game is hilarious.
Yeah, like, for some reason, like... It's weird that games back then just had songs that went way harder than they should.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love RTS games. I thought that, like, between this and Age of Empires... Warcraft, like, there's a lot of my childhood, so it felt good going back. But yeah, what I played, I could not get the sidebar off half my screen, so it really tainted my nostalgia of it all.
Cool. So, yay, nay, what do we all think?
Oh, yay, all day.
Yay?
Yeah, big yay. Good
I'm
fun.
going to give it a yay because I can, just because I'm incompetent doesn't mean that I should give it a bad review, because I'm pretty sure I would enjoy it if I, had the intellect to be able to do one of these things. Anyway, we're up to the picking the next game, and everyone's gone except for you, Brayden.
Oh, boy.
Now, do you want to add any game? You've only got 2 on your list.
Oh.
Do you quickly want to add 1 or 2 more?
Let's look. Okay. No, actually.
No pressure.
I think for the moment,
You just want one of these 2?
for me to try to quickly think of something off the head, especially something that's accessible, it'll take me ages.
Okay.
So I'm fine with this being a 50-50 shot, because either way is really funny.
Instead of flipping a
Flip a
rolling
coin.
dice, is there a flipping a coin type thing?
Let's do that. All right. Coin.
Flipping a
flip.
coin. So we've got the 2 games for next week for Game Club: Power Wash Simulator or Marvel Rivals.
Okay. So, which one's heads?
So who's going to call it? Brayden, you can call it.
Okay. Heads is
Power Wash.
Power Wash.
Yep.
Tails is Marvel Rivals.
Correct.
Here we go. What we got? Heads.
Power
Tails.
Wash. Tails? Oh, so
It's
Marvel
Tails.
Rivals?
We're playing Marvel Rivals.
Rebels! Yes!
So are we going to do the Fortnite? Are we going to have to all download it and get together and play it?
Yeah, we should all play it together.
Yeah?
Yep. We should all play it together.
All
We'll
right.
see if Floppy can stream it.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. All right.
Ben's like, oh god, a shooter.
Yeah.
That's a third-person
It's a
shooter, you'd be
third-person
right.
shooter. It's not a first-person shooter.
I don't
But Ben,
know.
aren't you excited for all those amazing skins?
Mate, Malice,
Woohoo!
top-rate gooning.
Malice? Who's Malice?
Oh, Ben, do you not know about Malice?
I don't know about Malice.
Malice
bring up an
is
image.
a alternate version where Sue Storm is it Sue Storm?
Oh, yes, I know. Surely not that uniform.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it is that.
The 80s.
It is
Yeah.
that.
Oh, no.
It is.
Top-rate
It
gooning.
is. It is.
Oh, my.
Yes.
It
Now,
is.
why don't you look up Jessica Negri's cosplay?
Oh my god. Did
Let's
she?
not.
Jesus.
Anyway.
Gooning.
Yeah, Ben, you're going to play this and you're going to realize that the art design team were like, oh, people were thirsty for Overwatch? Let's dial it up to 11.
Yeah, Rule 34 hit this before it even released, my guy.